ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Kaged match, and this is AEW Dark for January 14th, 2020. And this one, I really don't know about, man. So AEW Dark is dark matches that they have at the regular shows, and they post it on YouTube if you're not familiar. And so it's not really a main show kind of thing. But this week, it was really not a lot. It started with, they were in Memphis, Tennessee, and they wanted to do a tribute to the legends of Memphis. And so they brought a lot of old territory wrestlers out into the ring. And honestly, a lot of guys I was not familiar with, so it didn't really do a lot for me. They did have, Bobby Eaton, Ricky Morton, they had Lonnie Poffo and Alfonso Poffo. A tribute to him anyway, and Randy Savage, of course. So these are all guys that came from that territory and, had some prominence in that area. So they did that, and then they cut to their first match, which was Brandon Cutler versus Darby Allin. I like both of these guys. Brandon Cutler seems like he's pretty damn good in the ring so far from what I've seen. I haven't seen a lot of them. Darby Allin, I obviously like a lot. It was a good match. I don't know that it really held any stakes because even before the match started, I knew that Darby Allin was going to win, and that was the case. Brandon Cutler right now, I think he's like 0-5. So you kind of knew that wasn't really going to go anywhere. Then you had Nyla Rose versus Shayna that never really got underway because Nyla Rose was walking down the ramp, Shayna attacked her, and she was trying to get some payment for Nyla Rose putting Shayna through a table some weeks ago. And that's exactly what happens. There was a bit of a scuffle. It goes back and forth for a minute. Nyla Rose grabs a table and sets it up outside of the ring. And then, there's a little bit more back and forth. And then Shayna does a suicida. And Nyla Rose is standing on the outside part of the apron. They both go through the table. And so Shayna gets a little recompense. But that was it. They have a bunch of people come out, walk them both away from each other. And that was that segment. So it was fine. And then you get Billy and Austin Gunn. Austin Gunn is Billy's son in real life. Versus Shawn Spears. He had Tully Blanchard there. And Peter Avalon, who had Leva Bates there. Peter tried to cut, kind of a heel promo. Doing the basic, tearing down Elvis Presley since they're in Memphis. And all that kind of stuff. And the match gets underway. It was decent. I don't know that it blew me away at any point. There were some funny moments with Billy and Austin. And at the end of the day, they won. Billy and Austin won, so they are 2-0 so far. And that's what it is, man. So it's pretty interesting. But I don't know that any part of this really grabbed me. The tribute to the legends, it's always cool to know where wrestling came from and know the people that paved the way. And I'm certainly familiar with, the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express. So Ricky Morton and Bobby Eaton, that was very cool to see. Randy Savage, obviously I'm familiar with. So yeah, man, it was cool. But as far as a wrestling show, it was average. It was very average for me. I gave it a very average grade, which is 5 out of 10, because I did feel that it was very middle of the road. They had, a couple of good matches there, and they had a cool spot with Nyla and Shayna. But just nothing that I locked onto. So that's kind of where it's at. It was very halfway for me. Of course, like I said, it's not even a main show. It's just something they do with the dark matches. But very cool. That's where I'm at. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackwitz, Kaged Nation, out.